Welcome to Dynamics Training.
This video will cover the customer care application within Dynamics. The customer care application in Dynamics is replacing the Freshdesk application that has been in use until now. One way to access the customer care application is to go to the home.dynamics.com homepage, find and click on the customer care chiclet. You can find additional information about this homepage and logging into Dynamics on the square in the Dynamics training section. So let's begin. First, I'm going to click on the customer care chiclet, and this will bring me to the Dynamics customer care application dashboard. So this is my default dashboard. To get to the queue items, I'll come to the down arrow next to customer care and come over here to service and queue items and click on queue items. This brings me to the queue that shows me the incoming emails that have come into the customer care queue. You can tell from the down arrow next to Entered Queue that this list is currently being sorted in descending order with the most recent emails at the top of the list. As new items come into the list, they'll appear at the top of the list. The list can be sorted in any order that you wish by just clicking on any of the column headings. The list can also be filtered to narrow down the results by using the filter icon and then narrowing down the results. But a word of caution with the filter. Once you have selected a filter, Dynamics remembers this, and if you leave this page and come back to it, the filter is still going to be on. So if you're wondering why something is not showing up on your list, make sure you look and make sure that the filters are off. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this filter now. And now I'm seeing the full list again. Now let's talk about picking up an item from the queue. As incoming items come in, the worked by field will be blank. To pick an item from the queue, simply click on the item and select Pick. You will have the option here to say whether or not you want the item to be removed from the queue. I'm just going to leave this as no because I want it to stay in the queue. I'm going to click it, and as you can see, now the worked by field has my name in it. To begin working on any of the emails, just simply click on the item, the title of the email, and this will bring up the email for you. Now it's ready for you to review and decide whether or not you need to convert it into a case. If you determine that a case is needed, simply come to the top of the page to Convert To and select To Case. You will look up your contact's name in here. If the contact is not already in Dynamics, you can type in unauthorized and use this as the contact name. If the email is from a Greystone employee and that employee is already a Dynamics user, you will also be able to look up that person's name in the contacts field here. And then select a subject from the list of appropriate subjects, and then click on Save. The amount of time allowed for the SLA, or the service level agreement, is determined by the subject that you had selected. Once the case is created, you can add additional information such as the type, indicating whether it was a question or if it's an incident or if the client is supplying information. You can add a description, but keep in mind that the email from which this case was created is already here in the activities section, and it contains the detail, obviously, that the email has. But there is place for you to add additional description if you like. You can also add tags, and over here on the left-hand side, you can add the loan number that is associated with this particular case. If you have any questions, please reach out to Greystone IT Support, mention Dynamics in the subject of your email, and they will assist you. See you next time for more Dynamics training.